Back in March, 3 Midwest Mission staff members, Chantel, our executive director, Barb, our volunteer coordinator, and me, Mallory, our communications manager, had the great opportunity of traveling to Kingston, Jamaica. We visited Food for the Poor to see some of the places our items have gone and to see firsthand what the need is in Jamaica. This was our trip. The first stop we made was at the Food for the Poor warehouse. They have two 30,000 square foot warehouses, each the size of almost all 3 of our warehouses at Midwest Mission. We got to meet with a lot of their team and hear about the work that they're doing, what their role is, and why they're so passionate about it. Almost 90% of the population in Jamaica knows who Food for the Poor is. How cool is that? It was great to see the impact that they are making on the island.
We have an awesome opportunity to hear what the needs are, to also work collectively, because we recognize that no one entity has the answer, but collectively we can do a response. And so we're able to, when we go back to our donors and our partners, we're able to say to them, this is the need that exists. This is the role that we can play and be able to make a difference. So I want to say that whatever support, because the breadth of what I do in terms of projects and social intervention is so wide, because the need is so great, I say whatever support that can be provided to assist families and communities to start earning for themselves and making sure they're healthy so we have a wealthy nation is important. Thanks for all the support.
The first organization that we got to visit with was called Mustard Seed. The location that we visited was called Jerusalem. This is a community for children and adults with differing levels of disabilities.
All right, so as I said before, welcome to Jerusalem. We're home to 156 residents. We have 4 different homes on the property. We have a children's home, the village, the Dare to Care program, that is home to children living with AIDS and HIV. So we also have a school on the property, and just the children that lives here to the school. We have a farm. Farm generate eggs and broiler chickens, and we sell these things on the outside, as well as it helped to feed our residents.
One of the most interesting places that we got to visit was a correctional center. At the correctional center, they pride themselves on teaching the inmates life skills so they don't end up right back in the correctional center. We got to see where they do tailoring classes, and we got to see where they do barbershop classes. It was great to see the inmates so proud of the work that they are doing. We got to give the superintendent a sewing machine to give to one of the inmates who would be leaving the next day.
We're pleased to have you here. Our goal here today is to rehabilitate each and every individual leaving this institution. Everybody is focused on doing their best, so what we are here to do is to give them all the tools that is necessary to get them to be better individuals upon reintegration. We thank you for coming, and I hope this meeting will bring a lot of success and enhance our inmates. Thank you.
Next, we visited Spanish Town Hospital. At this point in the trip, we really began seeing the level of need that there was in Jamaica. We got to visit with several staff members and doctors and hear straight from them what their needs were and why.
Welcome once more to the Spanish Town Hospital. The Spanish Town Hospital is celebrating 70 years, so we have been in existence from then, and one of our main challenges is overcrowding. So at the time when the hospital was built, it was built to house 277 beds. I know Food for the Poor has partnered with us in 2001, and they have constructed a ward. That ward can house about 25 to 30. So that is an addition to the 277 bed. And we have tried our best to facilitate the patients. We have constructed our isolation waiting area, and a lot of our waiting area in accident and emergency, we are using them currently to house inpatient. So that can be a challenge. I believe one thing that can help us to house the patients that we do not have bed for is some recliner chairs. That is one of our things that we are begging from now. I believe that will help us significantly to see the patients in comfort, though it is not ideal for them to be there. We are not in a position to turn away the patients. We will have to take them in no matter how full we are.
We got to visit a care center and an infirmary in Spanish Town, Jamaica. It's somewhere between a homeless shelter and a nursing home for those who are homeless, friendless, and familyless. But here, they don't just provide for their physical needs, they also take care of them holistically, looking at their mental health, their spiritual health, and their medical needs as well.
Let me say wholeheartedly thank you and your team for what you have been doing for, let me say, the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation and its people.
During the next part of the trip, we got to visit 2 Angels of Hope homes. Food for the Poor has the Angels of Hope program to care for children's homes across Latin America and the Caribbean. This was so exciting for us because this is a big part of what we do with Food for the Poor. We even got to see some of the buckets from our home care kits that they were using for gardening or laundry or whatever else they had for them. They were so excited when they found out we were the ones that provided those buckets. They said it smells so nice in there now that they have the cleaning items necessary to care for their children.
My name is Keith Horton, captain in the Salvation Army and the administrator for the Nest Children's Home. Right now we have 19 children. It can take a capacity of 30 children, but we have 19 children right now. We want to say a big thank you for all the sponsors that have been helping to make this home be what it is.
We have started to receive even cleaning agents, and that is of tremendous support to us. And because we have a large number of special needs children, we have a lot of urine to deal with. One time we started out using Pampers, we couldn't keep it, or diapers, we couldn't keep it up. So we have to every day be washing and cleaning and having the beds ready for when the children are back from school. So it helps us a lot with those buckets of supplies that you send to us, and we really, really, really appreciate it. Without you, probably we would have closed already.
The last place that we got to visit was called Missionaries of the Poor. This was such a sweet yet heartbreaking experience as we got to visit with the children, a lot of which who have cerebral palsy. But it was fantastic to see the great care that the caretakers are giving to these children and elderly patients.